you people a lot to inviting me. I'm not a historian, but I'm in love with history, and I teach the history. Why the history? Is because the history has protected me a lot to questions. I've got answers because of the history. If you ask something, I would be saying yes, because of I read and I write. So sometimes you hear people saying words because they hear other people say. I'm not that person. I would like to have evidence. I do research, go straight to that place where the things happen, and then that is why today, when I want to talk about the king, the land, we've been exhibiting even the shield. I think other people who are British, they'll understand there was a battle of Hastings, which is, we were celebrating that battle of Hastings 950 years since the war was fought by Normans and British, Normandy and Howard. I didn't know all the castles in this country that were built by Normans, which is French. So I learned a lot, I saw it, I said, wow, I can do the reenactment because somebody's doing it. And then how many people were there on that reenactment? 65,000 people. All the world was in Hastings to look at that war. Beautiful. But what I noticed there, it was the shields, all the shields, the French shields, and with the spear on the side, before the guns, machine guns. That means the people, the shield, it was protecting the world, all over the world. So really, we will be having an exhibition of those shields next year about how the shield, our shield protected our territories. But I will start now with I don't know what time I have, Mrs.
Yes, say 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So it's about to come.
Okay, if it's 20 minutes, really, I have to go on point. And the point, I have to go straight, because 20 minutes is very small. I like 4 hours. Because I'm a teacher. I like to people understand, because you can't just sit in Mzilikazi. Mzilikazi on the side, there's a history until it gets to the borders of Limpopo. So today, I'm invited to talking about the king, which is a very popular king. But where we're going to start, we'll be starting about how this king grew up. Where the king grew up, and we didn't have surnames in Africa because the surnames came with British people and colonization. How we know where we come from? We used to say, Zwelibanzi, Kat, until you go back to grandfather. You can go to 400 years if you like to, it's up to you. Like me, I can go to until to Swaziland, where we come from, our ancestors. We from Ngubane, the first king of Swaziland. When you hear about Swaziland, the word, the nickname of him is Kwangwane. I'm wrong.
Yeah, right.
Langwane, Kangwane, because it's the first king of that territory. Now go back to Zululand, which is Zululand. Zululand is only 200 years ago. Let's put it that way, 210. Or 203 years. So really, Zulus is just come now, you know what I mean? But before, in this house, we got people called Ngunis. That's including me, including Mandela people, including the whole, the most of Sanak. We call Ngoni people. Ngoni people, they come from the Kennedys, original Kennedys in Nubia. Let's not go to that because it's 20 minutes.
Where's Nubia?
Maybe we might have a question after that. Now, let's focusing on the king. The king, I will be saying, where he was born. his clan was named with this very popular person on his clan, which was called Khumalo. Khumalo is not a surname. It says somebody is like Zulu. Person is called Zulu. That means when the white people come, they used to say, yeah, and who was a popular king? They want to put us in the database. So we said, oh, Mzilikazi. And then they put us all as Mzilikazi people. Now, Khumalo, it was a person. So now they call Abantu Baka Khumalo, the people of Khumalo, because there is a father of that particular clan. Is that clear? Yeah. Now, the Khumalos, as a clan, they were a small clan than the other clans, which they were very powerful in Zululand. There was Ndwandwes, big, very big clan, it's called Ndwandwes. And there is Mtetwas. So the Ndwandwes, the king, the first king, it was very popular, it was Ndwandwe. The second king, it was Zwide, which he was a troublemaker. And go to Mtetwa, the Mtetwas, it was Jobe. And Jobe, the second king, who was a fighter, who had a story, it was Dingiswayo. The third king who was popular, everybody knows Shaka. Shaka comes from Shaka is coming from the Zulu clan, very small clan. And his father, anybody knows about Shaka's Senzana corner. So really, Shaka didn't grow up in Zulu clan. He grew up in Mtetwas. If you remember, I said the three clans, very powerful. Because Shaka's father abandoned Shaka, and Shaka was welcomed in Mtetwas. And he grew up in Mtetwas. You know about his mother, Nandi, how he was treated by his father. And until they ran away to Mtetwa family, yeah, which it was the biggest clan. So the Mtetwa, they welcomed Shaka and they grew up, and he looked after the cousins there, you know. So let's go back to Mzilikazi. Mzilikazi's father, kaMashobane. Mashoba. Ishoba. A king. Huh? Mashoba, not Machoba. Mashoba. When you get to the north, you are getting some little bit of influence of just other languages. And you say Macho, there's no Macho, Ishoba. Now, kaMashobane, his mother comes from the very popular nation, kaMashobane, which is called the Ndwandwes. And also Mzilikazi mother comes from the Zwides again, yeah? So the both of them. So the king, who was the king that time, it was kaMashobane. Yeah? Let's keep on kaMashobane. So kaMashobane started now to have a problem with the Zwides. The Zwides, which is, we call Ngubane clan. The Ngubane clan, they were troublemakers in Zululand. Actually, if Shaka didn't defeat them, the whole Zululand was called Ndwandweland. Because it was only one clan in Zululand who was above all the clans and killing all the small clans in Zululand. It was the Ngubane. About Ngubane. Did you hear what I'm saying? Now, these Ngubanes, who was the leader? It was Zwide. Zwide Galanga. Zwide was the biggest troublemaker as a king of that clan. Actually, he was working closely with his mother. His mother was called Ndombaz. And Ndombaz was a witch doctor. he used to send his son to go to collect all the king's heads and collecting and exhibiting them. Can you bring Shaka here? I want his head here. You remember those stories? I think it used to be happening in other worlds as well, collecting the king's heads. That was the evidence of you really defeat that king. So when Zwide goes and defeats the other kings or clans, and the mother will say, you didn't do it. I want the head of that king, and so I can put it here. So that's what Dombas was doing. And Zwide can, you know, when you're a killer, you can't have a problem. Now you end up to not respect others. And then the Zwides, so when the Zwides have that power, don't forget, the Tetwas, they have powers as well. Now, Kumalos, they were very small. kaMashobane, he is a specialist man. This special man, it was a man who was a spy for the wars. Specific man, very clever, that man. It was a man of Kumalos. So kaMashobane, all the time he would send this man to be searching for, is it possible we can maybe close that door so we can have one audience?
Sorry, this is trying to get some more people
Please.
to listen.
So kaMashobane,
There's more space inside.
he is a specialist man, and this man was the man which the whole clan was relying on, because he will go and inspire the war and come back and tell his father, kaMashobane. But one day, this man, he wanted promotion. When he wanted promotion, this man, every big clans, they were looking for a special spy like him to start the war. Period of that time, Zwide, did you hear about Zwide? Killed kaMashobane. Why did he kill kaMashobane? Zwide, he killed kaMashobane, Mzilikazi's father, because Mzilikazi's father didn't want to give him that spy, a special spy. Did you hear what I'm saying? And he killed them. And then, soon after that, Zwide put Mzilikazi to be a king of the Kumalo clan. Are the Kumalo people here? So the Kumalo clan now, they were run by Mzilikazi. But Mzilikazi, he had a grudge with Zwide, his grandfather. Did you hear what I'm saying? These are the powers of Zululand. Now, Mzilikazi, you remember we said he grew up in Switzerland. It's Zwide who grew up in Mzilikazi. Welusa, anybody knows what means Welusa? It's a school of every young Zulu man. He had to have pass on that school. It's called Welusa. Maybe you had about Zoom already said that you finished in Welusa. It means I've been through that school. So Mzilikazi he grew up with Zwide, where the mother comes from. And then, but it's not only that, he was hidden because he's going to be taking the throne of the kingdom of the Kumalos. So he was trained there. Thanks God, he was trained by the best. Zwide, his grandfather, training the best. I've got 5 minutes. You hear that? Now, actually, now, because Zwide Mzilikazi grew up there, and then he ended up, I had to cut it, I don't know how to cut it, but then he cut it. So Mzilikazi now, because of his father, was killed by Zwide. And he left the Kumalos and go to Shaka and ask for a relationship with Shaka, and it happened. And Shaka said, please, can you bring that spy from these regions, because I like that spy, it's the best one. And then they agreed. When they agreed, and then the spy came. And the spy said, I'm looking for a good position now. Because, you know, and then definitely didn't get that position. And then I'm cutting now, everything. So Shaka asked Mzilikazi, let's go a little bit of the north, quickly. Shaka asked Mzilikazi, so that I can trust you, I'm going to send you to colonize the north. He started with Sutu. And then he went to fight with the Munise, the Sutu chief. It was not a king. When he fought with the king, he took all the captives, and actually he even took the youth, young people, and training them. So when he took those captives, he didn't go back to Shaka, as you were saying. Yeah? That's where people, they get lost. He didn't go back to Shaka. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he realized now, bloody hell, I worked so hard to fight with men, and Shaka is just sitting down there, and I'm colonizing. And I've got all the cattle, and everything is mine. Why should I go to give to Shaka? And it's me who's advising Shaka about to be whatever he is. Let me go to looking for another kingdom, myself. That's what he started. And then he went another direction, where he went straight to the Nguni people. Those Nguni people, they were in the place, it's called Maharis Space, no, where he met the Ngunis, which the Ngunis, they were run by Nzuzas. And then those Ngunis who were there, there were Nzuzas and there were Kumalos again. Did you know that Nguni, they are coming from, the Kumalos, they come from Ngunis. Nguni is a person, not a destination. So the Ngunis, if you know all Southern Africa, the Ngunis, they are big. I'm a Nguni. The Zulus, they are Ngunis. Xhosa, they are Ngunis. Xhosa, they are Ngunis. Ndebele, they are Ngunis. I'm wrong? No. So those surnames, when Mzilikazi get there, firstly, Mzilikazi, he wanted to settle down in, and then they gave him his first palace. It was called Ebupumuleni. That means the rest place. When he rests there, he was looking for the next attack. He attacked the person who's not Ndebele, Nguni, who's the Ndebele. But Ndebele and Nguni is one person again. But he attacked attacked the person he knew, that one is a troublemaker, which it was Nzuza. When he attacked Nzuza ran away. So we was going to go about Nzuza clan again, because there's a Mashangus, the whole clan of the, until to Musi. Musi was the father of all those clans. And Mzilikazi now, he was defeating the Ndebele first, because he wanted Ndebele to arm under him to defeat other nations, which has happened. And then he started, after he defeated Nzuza, he went straight in Bapedi. So when he defeated Bapedi, he finished Bapedi and come back to central Johannesburg, when it's Johannesburg now, and pass and go to the clan, it's called Bakwena. Have you heard about Bakwena? Yeah. And he beat Bakwena, and he passed, and here he had Balolong. He beat Balolong, he beat Bahata, he beat all the nations of the north. And he was the king now of the north. Did you know what I'm saying? From the Drakensberg up to Limpopo, a king. That place is big, it's bigger than Zululand. Now, because we argue here with other historians who are saying Mzilikazi ran away, he didn't run away. He created the biggest kingdom in South Africa, North, South, until Botswana. Now he built all the military areas. One is in Southampton, one is all the military until Johannesburg. And then the Boers, they heard about Mzilikazi. Mzilikazi is now a king. Now if you take all that area, it means we're the king of South Africa already. Because there was nothing left. Where he comes from, Shaka was dead. Now it was only Tingane. Tingane was not a fighter. And the Tingane was scared. He couldn't sleep when he heard about Mzilikazi took the whole north. And Mzilikazi realized that, well, let me go back and defeat Mzilikazi. And he went to attack Mzilikazi and he was defeated. And he went back again, he was defeated 3 times. Mzilikazi defeated a Zulu king. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.